Hey, and welcome to Shop RJ Pasini for great deals. Today is August 18th, 2019. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. Hope you like the content and come back for more. Today I want to talk about copyrights. Copyright, protection for your website. And you're probably wondering how I came about this here. Well, I was going through some business papers I had in my file cabinet, and I came across this, I was looking up stuff on my computer, and I remember this message came up, a while back and stuff. It was regarding copyrights. And I said to myself, I know I registered my website with copyright, to get it copyright protected. And I said, I wonder if I ever can have that paperwork. So I'm looking through my files and stuff like that, and I'm pretty organized and stuff like that, and I couldn't find it. And then later on, I was like mixed in with some other business papers. Like, oh my gosh, I go, at least I found it. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about today, about copyright. I'm also going to share a website with you with this gentleman that I follow. He gets very good. He's also a lawyer, and he deals with YouTube situations where people get copyright claims or strikes or whatever. He's a lawyer. And if you do need information, if I'm not mistaken, watching his other videos, I think you can message him, and I think he'll give you advice on what you could do. Really good guy. I like him, and I'm going to take you to his website in a little bit. But I just want to talk about my situation right now. I do have the paperwork. I do have my my website. I got to put my glasses on. I do have my website copyright protected, and it is for rjpasini.com. And the paperwork is right here. I don't want to put it up there because on YouTube there's the whole world to see, but I'm going to show you basic form what it's all about. But it has the date, you put it on there. It has the stamp, that was officially stamped, and it's got some information on the back from the people who signed off on it. I want this here. I like to keep personal, so to speak. Off camera, so to speak. Basically, when you're sending it in, now back in the day when I did it, you're going to send it to, if you are interested in doing this here, I sent this here to the Library of Congress, Copyright Office, 101 Independence Avenue, SE, Washington, D.C., whatever, 20559. Back in the day, I think I did this here. I registered this back in December 29, 2003. I did it. And basically what they want when you're sending it is they want like a copy of the information, like what you're going to send in here. They want to know they want to see the content that you're putting in. So I basically sent them a 2-page, actually I have to keep this close to my chest because it's going to blend with my background. Basically of what you do, in other words, what you're writing about or the information that you're going to be posting on your website. And I only did 2 pages. Basically that was all they wanted. They asked of me, so I sent it in, and it did take some time to get it back. I don't remember the exact date. I do have the paperwork some here, but I'm not going to go scrambling through it as to how long it took before they got it back. So I got some windows open up, and I'm going to show you my website. And I had the wording in there originally put in there for copyright, but I wanted to add that little symbol. And the software I use, now there's 2 ways you could do it. If you don't have the software like I'm using, the Serif Web Plus X, I think it is, X5 or something like that. Well, it's up there on the shelf. I'm going to show you that software I use, but if you don't, you could always go to Microsoft Word, and if you're doing your own type of or your own website, and you could always go into symbols and you could pick it out. But I'll show you how it works with my software I use to create my website. And I'm just going to go over some things with you guys, share some information just in case you're curious about copyright stuff, and you may be of help to you. And for those, before I even get started, I just want to say to the new subscribers who recently subscribed to my YouTube channel, I just want to say thank you so much. I go through the trouble to do this research and put the information out there. I'm hoping it'll be helpful to you guys, that you'll get a takeaway from it. That's the whole purpose and the premise behind my YouTube channel, is to help inspire and share. Now, the information I'm sharing with you today, I am not a patent lawyer or attorney, so I did this all on my own, to be honest with you. I filed my own copyright paperwork here. I did it myself. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty much easy to do. If you are, on the other hand, if you didn't want to do it yourself, pursue to do it yourself, you can contact an attorney, and you can pay the what his fees are to process the paperwork. It was pretty cut and dry, to be honest with you. I think back then, if I'm not mistaken, I think the check was for $35. I think I have a copy of it over here. Let me share it with you in a second here. Oh no, actually, the register copyright was $30 back then, and this was done Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that came back 2003. This is 2004. I came back, but it was $30 back then to get the paperwork processed. And you'll get a form. It'll be signed by the person, Mary Beth. Well, this at the time was Mary Beth Peters, register the copyrights of the United States of America. And you're going to put your company name there, like mine is rjpasini.com. But again, I found it to be somewhat easy. I read it over and over again. I wanted to make sure I was doing the right thing, following all the guidelines as far as like how to, get the copyright set up for you, to do it the proper way. So it must be good because they sent it back to me. I gave them all the documentation I had to give them, which is pretty cut and dry. And that was it. We left it from there. But I just want to share some stuff with you guys. And hopefully later on, I might have to do a Reseller News Weekends news brief, another one like I did yesterday. I think I'll have a couple of windows up. I just want to share some information with you guys out there. Not much, so hopefully it won't take long. I'm hoping this video won't take long either. I don't want to take too much of your time. So without further ado, let me bump out of this screen here. I got some other windows opened up. I'm going to go pan through each one just to share a little information with you, and hopefully we can close it out. But before I do that, before I get into the other stuff, I'm going to just show you my website really quick and how I made that correction there. So, and I also want to introduce you to that software I use to create my website in case you are interested in creating your own website. So that's going to come up. Stick around. Thanks. Okay, first I want to just introduce to you the software I use, where I got mine from. It's WebPlus X5. And as you can see there, it's like they said, Serif WebPlus X5 professional sites made easy, no HTML required. Although HTML does run in the program, but it's not, you don't need HTML to actually or physically create it. You know what I'm saying? You could add HTML to it and stuff like that, but it's pretty much a cut and paste program. Again, if you guys are interested in this here, I am not getting anything for this here. I don't have no affiliate links with them, so I don't want you to think, oh, the guy's tried to sell us a product because he's going to make money off it. No, I am not going to make any money off of this here. I just wanted to share this information just to let you know this is what I use. And now, again, this is what I paid for it, $8.99. You get free delivery, right? And you can get it, like I said, if you want it done faster, then you're going to have to pay a little additional for it. But for the most part there, that's what it costs. Now, you see this little symbol here? I just want to share this with you. You can also sign up for this thing called Honey, and it says like this, get notified when the price drops. I don't think you're going to get any cheaper than this, folks. $8.99 is pretty good, and it's also got free delivery. It'll get delivered to your local Walmart. This is being sold through Walmart, okay? They also have a little video here, video clip. I'm going to play it for you guys really quick. And then I'm going to show you what my video, the software I have, and just give you a little insight. And then we're just going to go through some of these windows really quick, and hopefully, this video will end. It won't be that long. Okay, so bear with me. I have to mute my mic because we'll get a feedback here. So let me mute it, and we'll play this little video clip for you.
Introducing WebPlus X5, professional quality websites made easy. WebPlus X5 is the complete business website designer that makes it easy for anyone to get a professional and fully featured website online. Customize impressive template websites or design from scratch. Easily add your own photos, videos, business branding, secure e-commerce, and interactive web gadgets like maps, forums, and online booking. With all that and hosting, ready-made web graphics, design and photo editing tools, site optimization, and much more built in, WebPlus X5 is the only tool you'll need to create a fantastic impression, engage with your site visitors, and make money online. Let's see just how easy it is to get a great-looking site online. Start from scratch or choose a professionally designed template with your choice of color scheme. Click and type to add your own headings and text, and just drag and drop wherever you want to add your own photos. Add a slideshow or gallery really easily, even use them as attractive animated banners. Also link slideshows to a Flickr account so they automatically update with new images. Stream YouTube videos or embed your own with just a couple of clicks. Pages you change or add are automatically picked up by the smart navbars, which you can fully customize if you want to. Hosting is included for free to make it easy to get online, and when you publish your site or preview in any browser, you'll see it looks exactly as you designed it, with no programming or previous design experience required. WebPlus X5 is ideal for promoting your business and building communities. Make money online with a reliable, trusted and secure e-commerce store. It's easy to add products with step-by-step wizards for PayPal, Mal's and Roman Cart, featuring buy now buttons, full cart, subscriptions and donations. Perfect your photos and remove backgrounds with a unique cutout studio to make your products look their very best. Put your business on the map, literally, with an interactive Google map that can now also go straight to Street View. Encourage discussions and communities with forums and blogs, made easy so you don't have to sign up for any special services. And as you'll want your site to be its very best, there's a site checker and optimizer, Google Analytics and built-in search engine optimization to help improve your search rankings. There's plenty more to help your business too. Take online bookings with email confirmations, build a mailing list, password protect pages, and use forms to gather valuable information. There's always a helping hand available so you can add all the features you want. You can use tooltips and handy status bar hints, on-screen how-to guides, auto-alignment, customizable workspace and shortcuts, plus lots of tutorials, videos and a full help system. You can design and experiment with ease, changes can be previewed and won't go live until you publish. Serif Web Plus X5 is everything you need for professional websites made easy.
Okay, now I just wanted you guys to take note. Like I said, I do have the software, and I'm going to show you the package I have in a little bit. But keep in mind, is in regards to the free hosting, I don't think they still have that available. Now you might be saying, well, how could Walmart or this company keep promoting their software when they don't have that feature in it? I don't know. As far as I know, the last time I talked to somebody about it, I think they said that was no longer available. But again, things may have changed. I don't know. I didn't really look into it because I have my own hosting service, which is done through 3iX, and I think I have all the information in the comment section. If you look below, you'll see where you can get the software and the hosting company I use to host my website. Okay, just keep that in mind. I didn't go through all the functions myself. I used the basics. But let me just show you, here's what the software looks like in an open window. And, it's pretty cut and dry. It's all cut and paste, okay? And when you do add, for example, let me go back here. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Let me go back and show you my website. Here's my website here, okay? Now, when you're adding an HTML code to it, you can add still, even though it says no HTML required, you could still add to it. Okay, this is what it's going to look like when it's live, when it goes live, and you publish it. You could also embed a YouTube video in here like this. Okay. You could also embed it. You could hear me. I don't know if you could hear me in there.
Hi guys, we can see it.
Okay, you can see it right over here.
Come today and talk to you a little about what we see.
So you could add that to it. You could also add a flash video where it'll just keep scrolling into different items. You could add as many as you want over here. Now this is good if you're an eBay seller like myself. It'll help you out, like I said. And what's nice about having your own website, it's your website. You can put on what you want. You don't have to have people telling you you can't add this, you can't add that. Just to go through the menu really quick up here, I got the featured products. Okay, basically I just pulled this off of Bonanza marketplace here. These are not active hyperlinks. These are just to let you know what's on there. Now you can embed them in there. It's going to take a little time, but I'm always pressed for time, so I just did it. I did it really on the quick here. I just made a copy of the window here, and I just put right now on eBay. So if you go to eBay, you're going to see it anyway. Then the other one is about us. Okay, and that talks a little about us about me anyway, when I started it, how I got involved with eBay back in the day. There are things that have to change now. eBay Radio is no longer. I have to update this here. That's what I was working on before, and it's a pretty cut and dry software package. As you can see, here's my feedback. Then you got the contact button. To contact us. Okay. You also got my social media. All right. This is social media, and I also have active hyperlinks here for Twitter, Facebook. Now these are active, so if you click this on, this will take you to Twitter, this will take you to Facebook, and this will take you to YouTube. And then I got eBay feedbacks. Okay, when you click this on here, I know, look at me over there, right? I look pissed. I'm not. This one here is respond to a buyer's feedback. You click this on, it's an active hyperlink, and to be within your website. Okay. Now the thing is, like I said again, going back to let's go back to the home page here. It's a pretty cut and dry thing, and you still can add HTML code to it. To get this here, now this here is an RSS feed from Yahoo, right? So what I did is I just went into the program itself, and you know, it goes over here on the sidebar here. You'll see it'll say add insert HTML code. You would click this on, right? And then after you click this on here, you would drag it over to where you want. It's that little black box. That there, once you do it, it'll add the HTML code, and you copy and paste it, and you put it in here. I don't want to do it because it'll mess up my my home page. It's cut and dry, okay? You don't need to do HTML coding or anything of that nature. It's pretty good. I highly recommend it, especially if you're looking for a basic software. They got tons of templates, just like they showed you in the demo video over there. But the reason why I'm getting into this here is because when I did my video, when I was looking through my paperwork, I wanted to make sure that everything on my website was copyright protected, and it is. I put the word in here, but someone said, oh, you might want to, oh, that thing, I can't get rid of it now. Oh boy. All right, I'll just back out of it. I won't save it. You want to add that little C to it, right? That little copyright thing there. And with Web Plus, it's very easy to do. If I can close this out here, let me see if I can get rid of that. Hold on, guys. Let me get that out of there. Cut. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, it's very easy to do, because I was thinking I was going to go to Microsoft Word and say, well, maybe I can copy the symbol there. But then I said, okay, you go up here, insert, and when you scroll down here, you're going to get the symbol page. Okay, now let's say you click this on, right, and you have to click on where you want to put that symbol, which would be over in the bottom of the page. And when you go to the insert and you hit symbol, you'll get a couple on dagger, copyright, register, trademark, and 0 with the word space, whatever. And I would just click this on here, and it automatically will superimpose it in here. Will actually drop it in there, and that's what I had to do. I had to do it to all these pages. I don't have many. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 pages. I just had to do it 7 times. There may be a way to do it all together. I don't know. I'm still learning with the software. It's a lot. There's a lot going on here. It's pretty. Like I said again, it's pretty cut and dry. If you want to change the schemes, you could go in here and you could change it, and when you do change it, it'll generate the program here, the Smart Object Preview, and it shows. You can see it turned to beige now. You see, it's a nice color too, actually. When you do this, it will change it on all of them. Okay, and if you don't want to change it like that, you could always just back out of it and don't save it. But this program is really good. I think it's good if you want to create a web page. Now I'm going to back out of here. I'm not going to save any of that stuff there because, like I said, I want to keep it just the way it is. This is how my web page is, right? And this is here if you want to. This is how I had to insert this here with the RSS feed. But anything that does require to insert a hypertext language in there, it's cut and dry. Here you're going to get a message that comes up on this particular browser. I'm using Chrome. It's going to come up like this here. In order to get this to play, they want you to put that Flash plug in there, okay? But otherwise, it works great. Now, let's bump that out. Let's bump this out here. And that's the program you want to look for if you are interested. Like I said, I am not getting anything for it. I have no affiliate links with them, so you might want to check that out. Okay, let's go over here. I just want to see something over here. I want to share some stuff with you guys really quick. Yeah, well, let me just talk about the form first, the documentation here. If you're going to copyright your website, they're going to need this form VA. Okay. Now I'm just going to show you. I'm going to scroll down here. You could always, like I said again, while you're on this video, you could always pause it and read more into it, what it's all about. For example, here it says, "What does the copyright protect? Copyright in a work of a visual arts protects those pictorial, graphic, or sculpture elements that are either alone or in a combination represent an original work or authorship. The statute declares that in no case does the copyright protection for original work of an authorship extend to any idea, procedure, process, system, and so on and so forth." You could read a little more into us here. It's got a lot. It's like I said, I am not a copyright or patent lawyer or copyright attorney, whatever. So you're going to have to read into this here. It's pretty cut and dry how to use it. Okay, and like I said again, I did it myself. Okay, and I'm going to go over that, how many years you got to use it to be copyright protected here. Okay, this is what the form's going to look like. This is what my form looks like. It's the form VA, and you're going to have the registration number, the effective date of registration, month, day, and year, and you're going to put the title of this work, which was on mine. I just put on here R.J. Pasini. I put pictorial and text in this area, nature of this work for this one here. And then you will put up the name of the author, which would be your name, and then of course your date of birth they want. This is what it's going to look like, folks. So if you're going to do it, you know, it's good. It's not. It doesn't hurt to protect it. I mean, mine is copyright protected. You know, I mean, I know some websites they automatically will put that in there, but you know, I don't know how the laws go with that there. I don't know if once you create a website you automatically protect it, but I didn't want to take any chances, so I just did it myself. You know, I paid the $30 back then, and you know, at least I got a official documentation here. You know, it's a registration certificate of registration, so you might want to look into that. And this is basically what it's all about. Okay, this is what the form's going to look like, and there's also a backside to it where you're going to get a front and back to it. On the back, it's going to just basically have the information, your signature on the back of it, and stuff like that. So that's basically what it looks like. Matter of fact, it is the back of it. Yeah. Okay, this is the back of it. That's I'm just scrolling down just to verify the page. Yeah. Okay, that's the back of the page. That's what it's going to look like in the back, and this is the front of the page here. It's going to be a two-page, but it's a two-sided thing here. Anyway, and that's what it looks like, and that's what it's all about. Now, back in the day, eBay had a thing with watermarks. I know, like I said, we kind of seems like I'm bouncing around here, but I'm going to get to that point. I'm going to try to help you guys out, just where we could share it together. Remember back in the day when eBay wanted to do away with watermarks on there? It says over here, effective March 1st, 2018, eBay will prohibit watermarks on images. Should you begin removing watermarks now to comply with the change? The reason why people would put watermarks in their photos and stuff like that is because they didn't want other people using them. Okay, for the most part. But for those who, and I, to be honest with you, I still see photos with watermarks on them. Believe it or not, you know. Now I don't know if eBay is just being lenient on it. They're just figuring out the people have it, let them have it. But the new people coming in, it's going to be prohibited. They don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that was back then, all right? Me personally, I'll be honest with you, I don't care if people take my photos off of eBay. If they're helpful to you and you like them, you think they're they're photo quality photos and you want to use them on your listings, help yourself. I don't care, you know? It don't matter to me none. You could use them, take them if you want. But anyway, getting back to the copyright, people will ask, how long is it? Now, you could do your own research. I just went on Google over here. As you can see here, how long do copyrights last? 70 years. It says, determine the copyright for a particular work depends on several factors, including whether it has been published, and if so, the date of the first publication. As a general rule, the works created after January 1st, 1978. Copyright protection lasts for the life of the author plus an additional 70 years. So, there's your question as far as that there. So, hopefully, I don't have to renew this thing anytime soon, which, if that's still effective, I won't be renewing it. If I could live another 7 years, that'd be great. Anyway, there's a lot of information here on, about copyrights and stuff like that. Again, I am not a lawyer, so, but the information I'm sharing, I'm pulling off of, again, YouTube here. I mean, Google. I'm doing Google searches, of course, like intellectual property. For example, here it says over here, copyright is a form of intellectual property. The law protects original works, authorship such as books, music, videos, photos, paintings, software, copyright covers, and published and unpublished works, and worked with protected as soon as its tangible form on paper or video, for example. And then you got the verified rights, and then it goes on here. Now, eBay also did a thing, eBay copyright infringement. What do you do if your listing's removed? There is so much to this, folks. I don't want to keep going into it. You guys can go into it if you got the time. Check it out. There was a big thing about it with YouTube. YouTube was doing a thing too. YouTube limits manual copyright claims from brief and unintentional music. Here's one: YouTube shuts down music companies using manual copyright claims to steal a creator. YouTube will stop letting copyright holders seize revenue via manual claims and so on. They've been on it too. Okay, it goes on and on and on. This is something that's it's just you get inundated with all the information. Here it is: copyright fair use. That's another one there. Now the next, the couple of ones I'm going to take you to is going to be the gentleman I'm talking about. Well, fair use. Now you can click this on here and you can read about it, and the fair use guidelines. It'll talk about it. Okay, fair use myths, YouTube's use protection, so on and so forth. There's a lot involved here, folks. Okay, this one here I put in here to put the symbol in here. If you don't know where to collect, it's over here inserting a copyright symbol on your website. For those who weren't familiar with it, I just thrown this page out there again. Okay, so you can check it out as far as if you got the time. This one here is good. And again, the verified rights of the owner. This is for a program. We went through this already. Again, you could do you do your own research. Okay, all I did is put eBay copyright protections for sellers. There, like I said again, it goes on and on and on and on and on. Believe me, you could be here all day looking at this stuff. Now, the person I want to talk about right here, if you want to learn more about fair use, copyright claims, and so on, this gentleman here, he's Ian Kozine, very good. He's an attorney. I think if you message to him, I'm subscribed, as you can see here. You might want to check it out. He gives a good information. Like I said, he's a lawyer, so you're getting it right from him. So it should be no problem with that. But if you look at some of his YouTube videos, they basically deal with copyright, strikes and all that stuff there. A lot of copyright claims and stuff. What else he's got here? Then I think he also talks about fair use. Okay, I think there's another about fair use here. Okay. If you are a YouTuber, it says, what are the YouTube gaming copyright laws? And you can play his videos too. But he's got a lot of stuff here, folks, to help people out. And I think if you message him, he'll get back to you. He'll try to help you out, as far as I know. At least that's when one of some of his videos. Here's another good one too. Fair use of YouTube approach, right? He talks about this one. I've seen quite a few of his videos. Well, and they are good. There's no doubt about it. Like I said, you're getting straight from an attorney. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this man is. He studies he's law and stuff. So if anybody's going to know the information, it's going to be Ian Kozine. Again, copyright for YouTubers. Okay, all right. You got to check it out. He's got a whole bunch of them here, folks. Look at this. So just check it out. He's got other stuff in there as well. He gives a lot of good information. I highly recommend you check out Ian Kozine's YouTube channel. You might want to subscribe to him, especially if you're getting involved with YouTube. Okay? And also, one last thing pertaining with YouTube, for you guys that are into, that you do follow YouTube, or you're on YouTube, of course. It says over here, YouTube Originals will soon be free for everyone after September 24th. Now, I don't subscribe to the YouTube thing. There was that premium membership. I don't subscribe to this here. So whatever it's going to be about here, it's going to be free for everybody after September 24th. It goes over here. YouTube confirms that making original content, which includes series, movies, and events, completely free for everyone after September 24th, 2019. The announcement is part of the changes the company is planning to roll out on the YouTube premium membership. And then it goes on to say, YouTube Originals. According to YouTube report, YouTube Originals will soon offer the content as ad-supported programming. All of the company's original series, movies, and live events, released September 24th and onwards, will be available for non-paying members. Now, I get these messages all the time from YouTube asking me if I want to join the membership, the YouTube Premium membership. I don't want to do anything that's going to cost me money. Now, on the other hand, being it's going to be free, I don't mind dealing with the ads and so on and so forth. Now I wouldn't mind checking into it. You know what I'm saying? I like freebies. Whenever I get the opportunity, I like freebies. So for me, I will check into this here, But anyway, it says more on YouTube plans, and then it goes over here back in May 2019. YouTube revealed the plans for future content, so on and so forth. You can read the rest of this, folks. If you want, just pan down here or pause the video, and you could check it out for yourself. They also got related articles here, as you can see. In most cases, you're going to have to definitely go to the website, and I'm going to give you the website right now. The website is techtimes.com, www.techtimes.com. That's where you're going to get this information from, folks, okay? Also, check out over here on the other stuff here, on this sidebar here. They got some other stuff here. Really good website. You get a lot of good information from Tech Times, all right? So check it out if you get a chance for those who are YouTubers. Now, with that in mind, I think I covered just about everything. I'm just looking at the windows up there because that's for something else. Well, I will say this in closing. If you guys want to check me out, this is my YouTube channel. Okay, you're going to check me out. I don't know how many videos. I think 992 videos already. I'm pushing that 1,000 mark, folks. I'm trying for that 1,000 mark. I think I'll definitely be able to do it. I was saying hopefully by the end of the year I'll get it. I should have 1,000. I think it's going to be before then, the way I'm going. And then over here, you can also check out my Facebook group. If you'd like to join it, it's Shop RJ Pasini for great deals. Same banner, okay? And not too bad, not too bad. It's getting there little by little, okay? It's kind of a new channel. I did it when I made the changeover on my YouTube channel, if I changed the name. And I'm also on Twitter. Again, same banner if you want. I got 1,471 followers so far. Yeah, I'm getting there. It's creeping up little by little, I don't post on Twitter every day, but it's getting there. And if you want to check out my active listings, please do. I have some here. Like I said, I got, I think, a total of 105, and everything is with best offer. You know, buy it now, best offer. If you guys see anything that you like here, please don't hesitate to make a best offer. I'm really trying to load a lot of merchandise, and well, I got like, you know, some women's stuff. I got some clothing. I got a little of each things here. I do have watches on a lot of the merchandise I have, but I really love to get this stuff out of here. This way I can get some fresh, you know, merchandise to put up here. So this is basically what I have here. And again, if you see anything, make a best offer. You know, as long as it's reasonable. I've been accepting, you know, reasonable offers when they do come in. But it's been kind of like really slow. I have to honestly say, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's been pretty slow. I do cross-reference. I do cross-selling on also Poshmark as well and Bonanza. So those are the other two I do cross-reference. I keep saying cross-reference, cross-selling on there. But again, you can say I got watches. You know, they're watching. It's just a matter of them, you know, taking initiative to make the purchases. It's getting there, though. I mean, some people, you know, they like the stuff. It's just a matter of them, you know, getting into buying it, you know. But anyway, I'm going to bump out of here. And if you do need to follow me on, what do you call it there, eBay, my user ID is shop-rjpasini-4-great-deals. A lot of dashes, right? I was just going to keep it one big long word, but I said, let me break it up like that, you know. So that's basically what I got going on here, folks. So if you see anything you like, please don't hesitate to make that best offer. And on that note, I'm going to close out this video. Well, that concludes this video. I hope you got a takeaway from it. I hope it was a little helpful. I'm sorry if I spoke fast. I just wanted to keep it cut and dry, really short and sweet. I'm gonna see if anything later on, like I said again earlier, like I said in the beginning, I'm gonna try to do the reseller news weekends. I'm just looking to get some more content to put up there. I might have a few little windows. It's gonna be a news brief, of course. So you know, I just want to just throw that out there to you guys in case you get another video coming in. But anyway, don't forget to check out this here, folks. I have to keep it close to my chest because you know what happens. I put backgrounds, as you guys know. If you're new, you probably don't know that, realize that. But I always add backgrounds. And what happens is, if I move this to the left, to the right, and if it's not on next to me, it blends into the background. So that's why I have to keep it close to the chest, so to speak, right? But anyway, yeah, this is what you're getting here really quick. I gotta open it up really quick. You got like a little booklet here, okay? It's not much, a couple little, I don't know, maybe a couple little pages, 2 pages. Well, actually 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, it's all like together. Let me just take out the you know, the contents in here. All right, and it's pretty good. I mean, look, I tell you the truth, folks. For what I pay for it, $8.99, I can't complain. I really can't. You get a nice you get the registration paperwork with it. You get your your disc with it here. It's got the product code on there, and you get another one over here. This is high impact email and professional. I don't think I installed the email one in there, and it's got the code number on there. And let's give a little advertisements over here. And what's really nice is they give you a nice thick booklet. Look at this here, you know, nice thick booklet. I take good care of myself. I pan through this here. It's like brand new. Like I said, anybody who buys anything from me when it comes to my own personal stuff, it's like brand new. It's well kept. My daughters go, Dad, you're so like you know, you're so articulate and, you know, meticulous with your stuff. You don't like to handle too many things. Anytime I buy stuff, books or whatever it may be, I always make sure my hands are well washed, like I said, because I don't want the oils to damage the pages and stuff. I am very fussy that way. If I was to ever sell this box here, this software, you say, wow, was this thing ever read? Was ever looked at? You know, that's just the type of person I am. That's why I sell my stuff. But you gave me a nice book. I think how many pages are it? Counting back too. I'm going to count the back of it. It's well, with the index, it's 358 pages, and it's a real good book. Like I said again, it's thick. Now again, folks, I am not getting anything for this here, to be honest with you. I'm just sharing this information with you. I think my website's pretty good for an amateur. I'm not a professional web designer. But again, if you take the time and learn something, if you become, if you grasp, take the time and really put the time and effort in there, your concerted effort into it, you can make that website a lot better than what it is. I know I could do a lot better with it, but for the most part, like I said, I'm still in a learning phase. I still have a lot of things going on in between. I try to do my research on eBay pretty much on a daily basis. Then I got my YouTube channel, which I work on. I'm thinking of doing new design templates and stuff like that for it. I got a lot going on. And I'll be honest with you folks, there's not enough hours in the day. I get up at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning sometimes, and before you know it, it's noontime already. It's like, where did the hours go? That old saying goes, time flies when you're having fun. I mean, look, I love what I do. Don't get me wrong. I love what I do, and I love sharing information. And I can't express it enough to you guys. That's why I tell you this all the time. Like I always say, to please subscribe, like, comment, and share, and hit that bell notification icon if you like the content I put out. Now, again, if there's something I'm not fully versed on or aware of, like for example, when it came to the copyright stuff, I told you I'm not a lawyer. Okay, that's my disclaimer. So anything you do, like I said, in regards to copyright protecting your website, you do the research, read everything verbatim. It's not. I didn't find it to be hard. Okay, to me, I read what they want, the requirements. I went by their guidelines, and to me, it was pretty cut and dry. You made a checkout, you fill out the form, the documentation, you send it in to them. It takes a while to get it back, and everything should be good. Back then. Now I don't know what the charge is now. Okay, there may be changes between 2003. Well, that was 2003, 2004 to the present. So, maybe I think the fees I don't know, I'm just assuming. I didn't check it recently. Maybe the fees have gone up, which I would most likely think they would, because, like everything else goes up. But again, I don't know. So don't hold me accountable. You say, wait, you paid $30. How come I'm paying whatever it is? I don't know. Let's just say they say 50. It's the times changed, everything goes up, That was back in 2003, 2004. I filled that paperwork out. So back then, that's what they were charging, $30 for it. But again, it doesn't hurt to have it. And if you got it on your website and you're going to put some content on there, it's good to protect it like that, I don't see anything wrong with it. But otherwise, like I said again, folks, for those who do follow me, I just want to say again, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day. And I really do hope that you like the content I put out, because like I said, I do put my time into it. It takes me sometimes hours to do research to find out what I'm going to put up there, and I want stuff that's going to be helpful to you guys out there. That's why I do the reseller news and Let's Talk eBay. This one here, I didn't say Let's Talk eBay because it doesn't really pertain. Well, it had a little eBay information there, but this basically was something a little off key, And how I decided to, like I said again, how I decided to make this video is because I was going through some business paper, my paperwork I had, and I remember saying to myself, geez, I wonder if I ever, did I ever copyright protect my website? And I was looking and stuff like that. I said, I know I had that paper somewhere, and I couldn't find it at first. I said, maybe I didn't, maybe I started doing it, I never did, and then later on I found it was mixed in with other business papers that I had. It's like, oh, okay, great, thanks. I go, I'm so happy about that, it's good to have it, what I'm saying. But for the most part, you do your due diligence, and I'm working on some stuff, folks. I'm working on some some t-shirt ideas that I got some sayings I want to put on there, and I want to see how that goes. Today, I know, like I said, I know what the president was always talking. Well, I was talking a while back about intellectual property being stolen from foreign countries and stuff like that, and if you're going to create an item or something like that, sometimes it pays to register it, or like I say, get a copyright. If it's an invention or something like that, make sure it's patent and stuff. But for the most part, try to protect your stuff, especially if you're going to do poems or music or whatever stuff like that. There, you can't blame the YouTube for cracking down on certain things like that. There, when it comes to people using things like that's what, for example, I use Filmora to do my video editing. And they got the free songs back there, stuff like that there. But it's copyright. It's free. It's free to use. It's not copyright protected, I think. So it's free to use when you sign up or you download Filmora. I have the 8.76 version I'm using right now. That they also have the new version, which is Filmora 9.2, and it's 9.2, and that's the new version I have. And it has in there music that you could use without getting copyright strikes on your YouTube channel. So and be careful too. Pertaining to YouTube, check your YouTube. If you have a YouTube channel, check it out every now and then. Make sure that you don't see any copyright strikes on there or something that doesn't look right. Because if I understand with YouTube, I think if you get so many strikes, I think they close your account out, if I'm not mistaken, or they give you warnings and stuff like that. And then if they don't correct it, whatever. I know it's something along that line. And for a person that has a lot of videos coming out, I'm thinking. If I'm pushing close to 1,000 videos, I'm thinking that's a lot. I've been on one YouTube channel, there's 24,000 videos, uploads. Like, holy smokes, another one had 49,000. Like, wow. Well, these are newscasters, professional newscasters that have that stuff there, and they started way back when. My YouTube channel, I registered back, I believe, in July of 2013, just like I signed up with eBay in July of 1999. So I've been with eBay for 20 years. And I also want to say one thing. I have to tip my hat off to eBay because they're the ones that got me started with the YouTube channel. I started my YouTube channel. I didn't know what it was going to be about. I started learning about it. It's like, it's like anything else. Like, what are you going to do? Like, that's why I tell people too when they're going to, they're thinking about starting a YouTube channel. It's like people might figure, what am I going to do with the YouTube channel? What am I going to talk about? Today, you could do just about anything on it. If you're a baker, you could teach people how to bake. If you're a person that does auto repairs, you could set up your camera on a tripod and say, today I'm going to do a brake job on my car. This is how it is. You could do it in sequels, you don't have to do it from Veda because it could take hours, but you could shorten up the video and stuff like that. But basically anything you could think of, if you're a person that's into digital photography, you could do digital photography videos. I love digital photography. I did videos on the software I use, which is Filmora and Cyberlink Power Director 14. So with starting a YouTube channel, just take your talent and just put it out there. If you're a person that likes to sing, sing a song or whatever. I don't know. Whatever you're a landscape designer, do videos on landscaping. There's so many things you could do. It's an open forum. Let's face it. Now the competition is high, and there's no doubt about it. Just like everything else, we all want to get a lot of views. We all want to get thousands and thousands of subscribers. I'd love to have 1 million subscribers. But I look at it this way: the more subscribers I get, is beneficial to me in a sense, not financially because my channel's not monetized, but the more I get, the more subscribers I get, that's how many more people that are going to get information from me. And I want to give good information. If I do a how-to or do-it-yourself videos, I want it to come from the heart. I want to share stuff with you guys out there. I want to get the message out. I want you guys to come back for more. That's why I said my YouTube channel, outside of doing the reseller news and Let's Talk eBay, I want to have a little in between. I want it to be a little balanced with different stuff, not just one particular thing. Although, a lot of YouTube, maybe the subscribers that have subscribed to my channel, they feel like that's why they did subscribe, because it deals with eBay and it does, reselling and all that stuff. But again, it's nice to every now and then throw a little something in the mix to kind of like break out the monotony, so to speak. But I really do put my heart and soul into these videos here, folks. It may not look it, but it does take a long time to do it. Editing the video, and then when it has to get converted, like after all the special effects are put in there, whatever you're putting in there, music, background, or changing the backgrounds, whatever, it does take a long time. This video may take an hour or 2 hours before I finish it up and edit and cut things, splice things out, whatever. It can take hours. So that's why sometimes if I say to you guys, in some cases I'll try to do the reseller news, like if I'm doing a video now, and then it depends the timing, But I really do hope you guys get a takeaway from it, and that's the most important thing to me. That's what means a lot to me, guys. It really does. It means a lot. The more subscribers I get, the better I like it. That's how many more people are viewing my videos, and something. By people subscribing, it also lets you know that you're doing a good job, and they like you as an individual, and they like the content you're putting out. On my YouTube channel, just to make this disclosure here, I do not discuss religion or politics, and there's no profanity on this YouTube channel. Okay, and that's the way it's going to be going forward. There's nothing wrong with talking about religion or politics. I have my political views, and I also have my religious beliefs. But I don't want to mix them in with this YouTube channel. Do I have other YouTube channels that deal with that? No, I don't. Okay, but there are other channels out there that do have it, and there's nothing wrong with either or. Okay, if you're a person that's very into religion, you can go to. I'm sure they have religious YouTube channels out there, and the same thing if you're into politics. You're gonna have people voicing their opinions and talking about this, that, and the other thing. Very touchy subjects, to be honest with you. And today, the way things are going on both ends, on both sides of the spectrum, so to speak, it's not something that I want to get involved with, because first of all, if you express yourself about certain issues, you might get into debacle. You know, you might start getting people, getting irate with you and start, they may get mad at you and leave not nice comments, so to speak. So for the most part, it doesn't pay to go down that road. So like I said, going forward, that's the way it's going to be on this YouTube channel. At least as long as I'm running it is, right? And like I said again, it's a clean content channel. There's no cursing or talking or stupid stuff. I do like to joke around, maybe kid around with my videos and stuff like that. I might do a silly video, something like that, just to play around. But for the most part, nothing crazy. You're not going to see me jumping out of planes or cliff diving or swimming with sharks or whatever, anything crazy like that. There's nothing. There may be people that do things like that for their channels. Kudos to you, more power to you. I don't. For the most part, I am not going to express myself that way. Not to. I look. I want to gain subscribers and I want to get views, but I'm not going to do anything of that nature. You know what I'm saying? There was a guy that recently had passed on. I forget his name offhand. I used to watch his videos. Since then, I haven't. I don't know if they're still. I'm sure they're still broadcasting. I can't remember his name offhand. But he had. I think he passed away in a hang gliding thing, something like that, or paragliding, whatever it was. And the person lost his life like that. Very sad. I really enjoyed the person. Like I said, I don't remember the person's name. I don't want to just throw a name out there verbatim. But it was a good channel, and it's a shame, And this person had a growing channel, and I'm sure they're very successful at it. But sometimes things happen like that, folks. If you're going to start a YouTube channel, my suggestion is don't do any crazy, zany antics to build up your notoriety or build up your popularity on YouTube, because it's not worth it. You don't want to end up in a hospital or you want to get seriously injured or stuff like that. I see some things on YouTube what people put out there to get the exposure and get that, to hopefully get a video to go viral, but it's not worth getting yourself physically hurt where it could even lead to possible loss of life. You don't want to do things like that. I mean, I didn't want to get into it because I see such crazy videos, and I say to myself, I don't know how the people do it. I really don't. I mean, I don't knock those creators. They're kudos to them. I mean, they're strong people to do the things they do, because I couldn't. I know I couldn't. Me personally, I couldn't do that stuff. What the things they do, I couldn't do. I'm not knocking them. If that's what they want to do, more power to you. I just hope they become, they're more careful in doing those stunts or acts, whatever they're doing. Because like I said again, you might have a successful channel, you might do something like that and end up breaking a leg or getting seriously injured, and you're going to be out of commission for a while. People are going to say, what happened to that person? They used to do videos. I don't see a person anymore. Oh, well, the person's laid up in a hospital for the next 6 months or whatever, Just be careful, folks. I mean, if you're going to do it. But again, don't give up on your dreams as far as like starting a YouTube channel. A lot of people might think, I don't know, it's not really for me and stuff like that. I don't really have anything to offer. I thought the same thing at first. Like I said, you're probably wondering, and I kind of always forget to always skate around it. When I told you how eBay got me involved with this here, and I just want to share that with you. How I got involved with it is when I was doing demo videos. I talked about this in my other videos. I had a little mechanical monkey that had a banana. And every time you took his banana away, he screamed and cried, right? And all you're seeing was hands. You put you take the banana away, he screams, wah, wah, screaming, making noise and stuff like that. And then when you put the banana back in his hand, he stops crying. And I felt funny going on the camera. So all you seen was hands. And then later on, I started breaking into it. I said, you know what? What's the big deal? People are afraid to show their face on the camera. Why not? Go on there. What's the big deal? Matter of fact, I think it's always nice to see the person behind the camera instead of seeing hands. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Don't get me wrong. But it's always nice to, it's like to say, place the name with the face. Or place the face with the name, whatever it is. I think there's place the name with the face. It's always nice to see who's behind the camera. It's like the Wizard of Oz, the guy that's working behind the camera. You don't see him. It's always nice to do that there. It's always nice to see the person, and by seeing the person, you're introducing yourself. Well, in this case with YouTube, you're introducing yourself to the whole world. Period. Everybody around the world, as far as I know, can see your videos. So it's nice to let them see the person who they're dealing with. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with subscribing to people with hands. You know, I subscribe to a channel. All the person does is use hands. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, that's okay. And let me tell you something. I've been on channels like that where people will have a YouTube channel and all you see is hands. They're doing certain things, and they got thousands and hundreds, and maybe in some cases millions of subscribers, and you never really see the person's face. All you see is them hands or whatever doing whatever they're doing. And that's it, you know. And it's phenomenal. But I think sometimes in most cases it's nice to see the person, you know. At least I think so anyway. But again, you know, don't give up on your dreams. Don't let the competition, you know, weigh you down. If you got something, if you got a talent or something, or you know, a particular craft that you want to share or whatever it may be, go for it. You know, it can't hurt, you know. And a lot of people feel that, you know, in order for a channel to get notoriety within YouTube and how they get recommended and stuff like that, you got to have thousands upon thousands of views and, you know, have a lot of subscribers. The views are very important because I think the more views you get, I think that's how YouTube's algorithm works. I think they'll recommend you, and I think it goes higher in search or something like that. At least that's what I thought I understood when watching other successful YouTubers. You know, and that's the way I perceive it. Now I could be wrong, maybe they could be wrong, but this is the way that's why I heard it, and that's why I'm looking along that way. Logistically, that's how I'm looking at it for the most part. But you know, look, I'm pushing 1,000 videos. Not that it means a big deal. You know, it's not a big thing for me. People say, all right, so you get 1,000 videos, so what? You know, you just told me there's a guy having 24,000, almost 49,000. No, that's just something I want to do. You know, I figure this way. You know, I'm hoping to creep up to 1,000 subscribers. It'd also be nice to creep up to 1,000 videos, which I mean that I could definitely do. You know, getting the subscribers, that's the hard part. You know, getting people to come back to watch your videos over and over again, that's the hard part. But I really, really do hope that you guys like the content I put out. I hope you guys like me. I'm a pretty good guy. If you ever met me on the street, I'm the same way on camera as I'm same way off camera as I am on camera. You know, I'm a very down-to-earth, docile person. You know, if you ever met me in person, you would know what I'm talking about. I'm really easygoing. I do these things, like I said, with an open and contrite heart. I want people to like my videos. I want people to like me as an individual. And I really do hope you get a takeaway from it, guys. But anyway, on that note, listen, I'm going to try to get to the reseller news weekends, hopefully later. I got to see what comes in. I get tons of Google alerts. It's just a matter of picking and choosing which ones I'm going to put up. And again, the weekends, I don't want to keep the videos too long. This one might be very long too. But I'm going to see what I can do. And hopefully, if I can get that news brief out, whatever, I'll try. I got to see, because like I said, I get tons and tons of emails with all different types of, you know, from different websites and sources, you know, sharing information about eBay, Amazon, or whatever. You name it, I pretty much get it as far as those particular topics, as far as companies. I don't get thousands of companies, but I pick and choose the companies I want to get alerts on, you know what I'm saying? So basically, that's what it usually is. It's usually eBay, Amazon, Etsy, PayPal, YouTube, anything Macari. But I don't always put those guys on my reseller news. You know, I don't always do that all the time. It's basically, you know, I don't really want to, not that I'm saying I don't, it can't happen. I don't integrate like YouTube information on my reseller news unless it has something to do with eBay. Now, there was a thing that eBay does have a channel, and it's a YouTube channel where you can learn from eBay. So eBay does have a YouTube channel set up. So in a case like that there, because it relates with eBay, I will put that, even though it's a YouTube story, I will put it on the reseller news because it has something that, you know, deals with eBay. But yeah, but anyway, like I said again, I'm going to see what I can do, and if I have the time to get it up there, do that video for the reseller news brief, I will definitely let you guys know. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. It's really hot over here. I think the last time I checked the weather it was like 89 degrees, and I'm indoors right now. I dare not go out outdoors right now because it's way too hot. The humidity is pretty high, and I think they said this week coming up, I'm in New York on the East Coast over here. They said in some cases it's going to be almost going to feel like 100 degrees. I know people might say 100, that's nothing. In some places, Arizona or different parts of the country, they have the temperatures way higher than that. But if you're not used to temperatures like that, that's hot. You know, and I mean, to me, that's cooking. So I'm gonna be staying indoors for the next few days until it starts simmering down. Anyway, guys, talk to you the next time. Have a great day. Bye bye now.